Hi everyone, this is Jay, and this video is about me walking through the Stervault Solana product. Stervault is all about bringing traditional financing experience on chain on Solana. So it is the web platform is powered by the Solana smart contract. Everything is stored on chain, and it is highly customizable. And the applications to it, the basic applications would include lending, borrowing, earning interest on your deposits, and charging for deposits and withdrawals. But as the smart contracts are so customized, and someone can make a cross program invocation, technical people can make cross program invocations to this program to leverage or like use the program to perform atomic arbitrage or flash loans or collateral swapping, algorithmically or dynamically adjusting the interest rates or various Solana token banks. So without wasting any time, let me just dive right into the app. I'm launching the app right here. As you can see, we got into the markets page. I've connected my wallet right here, and I can see that there's USDC Bank, Ethereum Bank, Trump Bank, Fatcoin Bank. These are not the only banks that are available here. Someone can come to the web platform, a non-technical person or a simple user can come to the platform. They can create their own token bank using their SPL token mint. Here there are a couple of SPL token mints that I've added in the web platform, but the user is open to include build a token bank with his own SPL token mint as well. So let me go ahead, try GTOSOL, and I can give a description to the GTOSOL mint bank, which is the minimum deposit that is allowed to make a deposit to the GTOSOL SPL token bank. Give it a description, what the bank is about, what are the strategies that can be used, and how the interest rates are adjusted. The APY, the interest rate, borrow interest rate, max LTV, deposit fee, withdrawal fee, and the minimum deposit and the accrual period. What does max LTV mean? Let's say I have 1,000 USDC, which may be accounting to 1,000 US dollars. If it's if 75% LTV is declared to an USDC bank, that means that I can submit that 1,000 USDC and borrow on another token which is worth 750 US dollars at max. And here are the risk parameters that are involved, like the liquidation threshold, liquidation bonus, liquidation close factor, and using these factors, all the data is stored on chain, and I can create a bank, right? With GTOSOL. The main reason we are including the liquidation values here is that when the user submits a collateral and borrows on another SPL token as a borrow on another SPL token, we won't have liquidators come into the come onto the platform and check for any under collateral positions and liquidate them and get SPL tokens for a much cheaper price than on a traditional DEX or to the value that they are trading at that point of time. As of now, I'm not creating a new bank, and I want to explain what all the banks are available here. Just to mention here, the platform is on DevNet. The values here are like DevNet values. Here it displays that 681,000 of value is logged. The value, this being compared with the Pyth Network, basically you get the latest price of an SPL token mint and their USD value, and you kind of check the number of deposited tokens in each token SPL token mint bank and get their USD values. I can see various banks here, the banks names, what are they backed by, their description, what are their APY rates, the total value that's logged, and what's the maximum LTV. Based on that, I can deposit or borrow that specific SPL token mint. So let me begin by depositing a few values here. As the platform is completely on DevNet, you can go to the faucet mentioned right here, and I can see that I can see my token balances here, like the various token mints that are present on the platform. So let me basically take 100 USDC tokens. I took 200 USDC tokens right now, and let me deposit them. So I want to go to the markets, find the USDC bank, hit deposit, and it mentions that the minimum deposit that I can make at a point is 10 USDC, and I have around like 200 USDC right now sitting here. Deposit everything, I can review it here. It is meaning to say that 200 USDC is almost like 200 US dollars. There is no deposit fee, and the net deposit is like 200 USDC, and an expected APY is like 5.13, and the interest accrual period is like 1 day. Yeah, I can confirm my deposit here. It asks me to sign the transaction, approve it. Yeah, I want to return to the markets. No, actually, I want to return to my deposits. Okay. It mentions that the total value of my deposits is 18,000 US dollars, and I've made 6 deposits across 6 different tokens. So it is listing all my deposits right here. Let's look at the deposit that we just made, or like the SPL token mint that we just deposited. As of now, I have deposited around like 1600 USDC into the USDC bank, and here it clearly mentions that every day I earn around like 0.22 USDC, and yearly I'll make around like 82 USDC. Here are like the deposit details, what is the interest rate and the accrual period. I can either deposit more or I can withdraw it anytime. Now let's try using USDC, the value we have, the USDC that we have deposited, as a collateral, and try borrowing another SPL token. Yeah. Now if I come here, I can see that, I can see all the banks that are this Solana program is linked to, or like banks that are created using this Solana program. So I can see here the total deposits that are present in each bank, how the SPL token mint price is changing in USD in the past 24 hours, what's the API rates, are their deposits logged or borrowed, etc. And let me go to the token banks again, and I'll try borrowing Ethereum. I hit borrow. It mentions that I already have a active position where I kind of submitted Ethereum as a collateral and borrowed Fartcoin. I kept like 0.07 ETH as collateral and borrowed 200 units of Fartcoin. Now what I want to do is I want to submit my USDC 1600 USDC tokens and borrow Ether. So I can simply click max here and see how much value I can borrow. As you can understand here, 1600 USDC maps to approximately 1600 US dollars, and 75% of it comes to a value, and that's the amount of value mapped to the Ethereum that you can borrow at a time. So 0.32 is mapping to that 75% of 1600 US dollars. It mentions so we are like taking like 75%, utilizing all the loan to value ratio. Just to be safe, I'm just bringing it down by a little amount. So it's now the loan to value ratio is around 74.86%. I want to review my borrow. I'm borrowing around 0.321 ETH, again 1600 USDC as collateral. It also mentions that your LTV is getting close to the maximum amount. Consider borrowing less to reduce liquidation risk. I hit confirm and borrow. Approve. Yeah, let me go to my borrowed positions right here. Awesome. I think yeah, if you can see here, we just submitted the USDC SPL tokens and borrowed the amount of ETH we want. It's warning about the LTV ratios because we kind of like are near to like the 75%. And that gives us like, if it goes beyond 100, again, how we configure the bank, but if it goes beyond a certain limit above 100, I think it gives an option to the liquidators to come and liquidate the position and unlock the collateral and get that collateral at a much cheaper price. Yeah, now let's see about how do you kind of like repay it back. I can again like go back to the repaying page, select to like repay the loan that we just did. it's 0.321 ETH, and we need to repay back 0.32 ETH. But let me just check whether I have like the 0.32 ETH. Okay, I have around like 0.36 ETH, so that's pretty doable. Repayment, I'll go select the ETH position, max it out. I want to pay everything back. Full repayment, yes, confirm. So I think here we can like clearly see that it's mapping around to like $1,200 US dollars. Confirm and pay. Approve. Yeah, I think we just paid back a loan, and if I go to the borrowing page, yeah, I think we are left with only one borrow position currently. Out of all the things that we are doing on the platform, everything is like pretty clear, and it's pretty clear to a bank statement at this point. So you can get all the summary of the transactions that you've done with the program, Stervault program, and the table loads lazily to not hit the rate limits of the DevNet. We just did a repayment of ETH, borrowed ETH, you deposited USDC, and these are like the other transactions that I did with the platform. So everything is like pretty easy to track here. And for a non-technical user, the web platform gives like a intuitive way to kind of like walk through all of this. But for a technical person, they can like, as the Stervault program is so customizable, they can make cross-program invocations to this Stervault Solana contract on chain to perform all kinds of like arbitrage trading or collateral swapping, and manage positions much efficiently, and have have leverage played across when borrowing positions, and yeah, and again like making the interest rates or like the deposit withdrawal fees, everything dynamic and algorithmic way. That brings us like to a better financing on Solana. So that is it from my side, and yeah, thank you for watching.